What is going on, Washington football fans? This is the Washington Football Report. This is JD. Before I get into the video, I want to announce some things. First off, I am starting a podcast called the Washington Football Report Podcast. That'll be airing, I believe, either this Wednesday or Friday. I have not decided yet. I'm off tomorrow, so hopefully I can actually get it produced and published by Wednesday night or Thursday morning, or at the latest, it'll be out Friday. So it'll be called the Washington Football Report. It'll air at least one time a week. If there's anything like we sign somebody, I may have a post like day one draft and what the pickup means and things like that. I'll do things like that on the draft, like big events, but I'll post at least once a week, kind of update on some things. Maybe pick some obscure topics to talk about, but for sure, gonna fill a good 20-minute window with some content talking about Washington. I'm hoping to get some other YouTubers on there, spread the good name of the Washington football team. So it's not produced yet, but whenever it's out, if you follow me on Twitter, it's WFT, capital WFT Report. You will get notifications whenever the podcast is launched. Okay, and I am very close to 500 followers. If I get 500 followers and it stays at that for 3 days, I've had some where it's jumped up to like 499, then it's dropped down by 4 because I guess some people unsubscribed or I don't know what the situation is. But if I get 3 more subscribers to get to 500, I may do a special video about that, Q&A video, and I'll answer questions about any topic anyone wants to talk about when it comes to the Washington football team, maybe even other topics. And I don't know. I like basketball, I like comic books, I like movies. So I'll do that. But that's coming up. That's like exciting things I'm excited about. The Washington Football Report podcast is the first thing. And then the second thing that I'm excited about is I'm about to hit 500 subscribers. I'd like to hit 1,000, but I don't think I'm going to hit 1,000 for the NFL draft. But 500 is a good benchmark, and I want to build from there. So if you could, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. You'll visually get this all the time. Like and then comment down below what you think, your opinions. I'm more than happy to engage in conversations or civil discourse when it comes to the topics I have. That's why I made the channel. I have an opinion. I want to put it out there. Give me yours. So without further ado, Washington has signed a new player to the roster. His name is Sammies Reyes. He is a basketball player from Tulane. He is 6'6". Now I'm going to be honest, he's a tall 6'5". I think he's 6'6" in basketball shoes. I think he's about 6'5". I watched him play. I watched his highlights of college, see what kind of player he was. I do follow a lot of basketball, but I don't follow Tulane very well. I follow a lot of major basketball. So I went and watched like a highlight film of what he did. He's very agile. He's very athletic. He's got some hops to him. As you see, 260 pounds, and he's got a 40-inch vertical. That's freaking insane. 40-inch vertical is damn insane. I think it's higher than 40 inches, if I'm being bluntly honest. Because if there's a video on YouTube where you can watch his pro day, so to speak, and he maxed out the jumping thing, and I think he still had another couple inches. So he maxed out the thing. You jump up and you gotta tap the little things, and it measures how many inches you can jump. I really do. Excuse me. I really do think he has a little bit higher vertical than 40 inches. One thing I was impressive as well was for someone who played, I don't know, 6'5". What is that? A small forward or a shooting guard? One of those two in college basketball. He had 31 reps on the bench press, which is 225 pounds. That's pretty darn good. And his 40-yard dash was 4.65. Which is very solid for a tight end. You wouldn't want that a running back, but it's very solid for a tight end. It's very fast. So what does this mean? Well, first off, if I was Jeremy Sprinkle, and if I was Thaddeus Moss, I'd be looking at myself in the mirror sideways, because you just got replaced by someone who doesn't play football. You just got replaced by someone who is a project, and they thought a project is better than bringing back Jeremy Sprinkle or trying to see what we got in Thaddeus Moss. I would look at myself a little sideways if I was those two, because they literally what Ron has done. Ron has literally decided, you know what? I think I'd rather have this kid who is a project than have Thaddeus Moss and Jeremy Sprinkle. So that's the first thing. Second, I mean, I trust Ron. He made a great decision last year, Logan Thomas. I think he thinks he can mold this guy into a football player, and I think it's true. There's a lot of great tight ends that have made the conversion from basketball to tight end. Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates are two big names. They both played power forward and small forward in college. I think they both played power forward, actually. You have Jimmy Graham is another one. I think Logan Thomas might have played some basketball for Virginia Tech. I may be wrong in that. That's another one. I think there's one more that I'm missing. Pretty athletic tight end. Who would that be? It's not Gronk. I just saw a picture of him. I don't remember who it is, but I just saw a picture of him. But that's a conversion from basketball to the NFL. And the reason why I won't say it's a big deal. Like, it's not like the biggest deal in the world. It's the reason why it's like kind of a big deal is because, you know, we let go of two players that Jeremy Sprinkle, as much as I can't stand to have him ever have the ball thrown in his direction, he could still block and he still knew the offense. And Ron, they didn't just like give this guy like an invitation for tryouts. He signed the guy. This guy's under contract now. I don't know how long. I haven't read the details of the contract, but he's under contract, so he's on the roster and he's gonna get a fair shake. And you know, I'm not unexcited because I looked at the guy, looked at a lot of things he did. This guy is jacked, like 260. He is 260, bulky, man, and 6'5", 260, or I'm sorry, 6'5", 260, and he going to 4'6", 4'6", That's insane. That's insane. Like, he's just an athlete. He's a pure-blooded athlete, and he's gonna come in and be a football player somewhere. Hell, I don't know. Maybe try him at linebacker. That's a big, fast linebacker too. That's not exactly a slow linebacker, but I think playing basketball, it converts well. Not to mention basketball players, and I'm just speaking from experience. I used to coach high school basketball. Basketball players have really good hands. Like, you have to catch some monsters. You have to get some rebounds with other people like draping all over you. Basketball players can have some really monster hands. So yeah, I wouldn't underestimate it. I wouldn't underestimate it at all. I think that is a very good possibility that we're looking at a tight end here that I still think we're going to draft one in the draft, and this will be our third tight end, really. Or I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I trust Ron. I'm going to say I trust Ron. I didn't like the letting go of Moss. I have game film on him playing football. I don't have any game film on this guy playing football. Like I said, I don't hate it. I don't hate the thought. I'm just making sure my screen doesn't time out. I don't hate having the guy on the roster. I don't think it's a bad move because, I don't think it's going to cost more than like $500,000 or something, the minimum you can offer someone. So, yeah, I think for sure it's not a bad pickup. I mean, for all we know, this guy's like the next best thing. He might be the next, Jimmy Graham or Antonio Gonzalez or whatever the case may be. And I'm really it's starting to bug me because I know I had this other, was it on Instagram? There's another, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go back to, there we go. There we go. Sorry about that. I literally just saw the graphic on like Twitter or Instagram. I don't remember which one it was. But regardless of all that, what are my thoughts? Like I said, I'd be insulted. I'd feel like I was a piece of garbage if I was Jeremy Sprinkle and if I was Thaddeus Moss, where you literally just got cut for a guy who has no game film on him. No game film on him playing football. Yeah, he did participate in the pro day, but there's really not much you can say out of that. I do think I think the fact that he was viewed at the at the pro day for the Florida Gators is kind of telling, because I think Kyle Trask, in my mind, has been growing a little bit in popularity. I don't think he'll sneak into the first round. I think he'll still be a second or third round option, because I think there's so much talent that people want to grab, and not everyone needs a quarterback. I talked about the quarterback situation in my last draft, or last video. So there's only really a few teams that need a quarterback desperately. Washington's not desperate. Like, Ron wants to take his time. If someone falls him, he'll take him. But he's not desperate for quarterback. Teams that are desperate, there's 3 of them first. That's the first 3 teams in the draft. That's the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Jets, and the 49ers. So those are the 3 teams that are desperate for quarterbacks. Like I said, Atlanta's got Matt Ryan for 3 more years. I don't think they're going to be desperate. I don't think Lions are quite desperate. I think they got Jared Goff for a couple years. They have a lot of money that he's owed if they cut him. So I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to just wait it out, build a team, and then draft someone later. And hell, they might actually like Jared Goff, so they might actually not need a quarterback for a long time. The only ones that really need quarterbacks beyond that are the Patriots need a quarterback. That's one option. And then you have the Bears, could probably use a quarterback. Then you got some maybes. Then you got maybes, the teams that might need a quarterback. Like the Steelers eventually are going to have to replace Ben. But maybe they're confident in Dwayne Haskins. I wouldn't be, but maybe they are. So that's another option as well. And last one also is the Saints. I think Saints are also another team that you can't overlook when it comes to the possibility of them looking to get a quarterback. Yeah, they got Taysom Hill and they got Jameis Winston. But you can't say that they're like 100% like encouraged and good to go going forward with just having those 2. I think Taysom Hill is a gimmick quarterback. We'll see how he plays. I don't think he's a lock at their starting quarterback. I don't think Jameis Winston's a lock either. I think that's the reason why he re-signed with the Saints, is because he's kind of fallen from grace, to be honest with you. But like every team, I mean, I guess there's one option out there that maybe people aren't thinking of. 2 of them, I guess. Houston and the Raiders. I think the Raiders maybe not confident in their coach or their quarterback. So they may move Derek Carr, but I'm sure there's like another team out there could take Derek Carr and use him. So that would just like, they could take a quarterback, but they would fill another quarterback's needs, so to speak. Another team's needs. So there's not a lot of teams looking for quarterback. So if you're looking for a quarterback in this draft, I mean, really, there's 3 teams that have already got picks. Like I said, the Jacksonville, the Jets, and the 49ers. So there's 3. So then you're also looking at maybe the Bears, and you got maybe the Patriots, or Bears and Patriots need a quarterback. That's just 2 that need a quarterback. There's 5 teams. And then Washington, 7, and 8 and 9 if you're looking at 8 and 9 if you're looking at the Saints and the Steelers. So there's 9 total quarterbacks to be taken in this draft that are going to be needed. Maybe you can look at other teams, but Washington's got a good chance. I think Washington could still draft some players that they need and get a quarterback later. I think Kyle Trask will be available in the 3rd round. I don't think anyone's going to go for him. I think Washington might go for him in the 2nd round. But I don't get too much into that. That's not what this video is about. This is my video. I just want to go over a little bit about Sammies Reyes. Like I said, the guy looks freaking jacked, man. The guy looks jacked. He's just got to learn how to play tight end in the NFL level. He's got to learn how to block. You got to learn how to run routes. You got to understand plays. You learn that, you might have a career, because you're definitely an athlete, and he's definitely an athlete, and I think he could. I don't know. I trust Ron. Ron's seen enough to say, hey, I want this guy on the roster. Not I'm inviting this guy. Not like, let's maybe give this guy a chance. He signed the guy. He inked in a contract for that guy, and no matter what, he's getting paid X amount of money just for showing up. Okay. Again, want to announce again, I'm really close to getting 500 subscribers. If you're not subscribed already, please hit the notification bell and subscribe at the end of this video. And if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter. I do videos like this all the time, and I post them on there when they're available if you don't like using the notification. Some people don't like using the notification bell. I personally do. I do understand how it can get annoying, especially if you follow a lot of channels. But this is JD. This is Washington Football Report. Hail to the Redskins. See ya.